Have you ever wondered what happens when one of the world's most enigmatic idols locks himself away in a rehearsal studio after midnight? Imagine a dimly lit room pulsing with bass that no outsider should have heard, the echo of sneakers slicing across the polished floor, and a single figure moving with a precision that feels almost supernatural. That figure, as you've guessed by now, was none other than Min Yoongi, better known as Suga of BTS, caught in the rarest of moments, a clandestine dance session that has fans worldwide reeling. The story began with a faint whisper on fan forums, an unverified clip of a lone dancer, hood pulled low, commanding the space like a storm in human form. Could it really be Suga? For a few tense hours the internet held its breath. Then, as if destiny itself craved drama, the studio's security cam snippet leaked in high definition. The world blinked twice, and then screamed in unison. Suga wasn't just dancing, he was redefining what dance could be, weaving fierce hip-hop precision with fluid contemporary lines, every move an arrow aimed straight at the heart. Questions exploded across timelines. When did he learn those moves? Was this for an upcoming project, or just a private release of bottled-up energy? No one knew, but theories multiplied like sparks in a dry forest. Some fans swear the choreography carried hidden clues to BTS's next era. Others insist it was a personal confession in motion, a story of triumph, pain, and quiet resilience written on the canvas of the floorboards. Whatever the truth, the emotions it stirred were undeniable. As dawn crept in, the world felt different. Suga's midnight dance wasn't just a performance, it was a revelation. And now every heartbeat of the army is tuned to the question that won't stop humming. What is he planning next? So, readers, what do you think the secret session means? Smash that like button, drop your wildest theories in the comments, and subscribe so you don't miss the next surprise from the man who turns shadows into symphonies. The night Suga danced alone might be over, but the shockwaves are only beginning. The morning after the leak, Seoul felt electrified, as if every streetlight had overheard the secret bassline. Social media feeds glowed with disbelief. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like #Suga Secret Dance and #Midnight Yoongi rocketed to the top within minutes. Fans across continents replayed the grainy footage frame by frame, searching for hidden symbols in the sweep of his arms or the sudden drop of his shoulders. Was that a nod to BTS's early cypher battles? A whisper of a new solo mixtape? Or something deeper, an unspoken dialogue between Suga and the people who have walked every step of his journey? Inside the big hit building, silence reigned. No press release. No accidental hint from staff. The official channel stayed maddeningly still, and that silence only amplified the fever. Fans compared the moment to a solar eclipse, rare, wordless, unforgettable. One post read, "It's like he pulled the moon closer just for a dance." Another, "I feel like I shouldn't have seen it, and yet I can't stop watching." The video itself told a story of contradictions. Shadows stretched long across the mirrored walls, while Suga's movements carved through them like lightning. His hoodie clung darkly against the studio light, but each turn revealed flashes of vulnerability, bare wrists, a sharp inhale before a spin, the flicker of a smile as if he knew a million eyes might eventually find him. Every gesture felt intentional yet raw, rehearsed yet impulsive, like a diary written in motion. Hours turned to days, but speculation refused to fade. Journalists tried to corner stylists, choreographers, anyone who might have been in on the secret, but every answer came back the same: no comment, no clue. The absence of information became its own thrill. Comment sections turned into think tanks. Could this be part of BTS's next chapter after military service? A solo documentary? A hidden message to fans during hiatus? Meanwhile, dance professionals began weighing in. Renowned choreographer Kim Hye-jin posted an Instagram story that simply read, "That footwork, impossible unless you've been training non-stop." Another industry insider remarked on a private livestream, "He's not just rapping in motion anymore, he's writing new grammar for dance." As night fell again, cameras gathered outside familiar rehearsal studios, hopeful for another glimpse. Fans camped on sidewalks with portable speakers, playing BTS tracks in quiet solidarity. Someone held up a sign that read, "Dance again, Yoongi. We're listening." So tell us, what do you believe this sudden eruption of movement really means? Could the silence from Big Hit be a countdown to a surprise release, or is Suga simply reminding the world that art sometimes needs no explanation? Type your theories below, light up the comment section with your wildest ideas, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you can catch the next beat of this unfolding mystery. The story isn't over. In fact, it feels like we're only at the opening note. The mystery only deepened as a new evening settled over Seoul, the city's neon signs flickering like restless thoughts. By now the leaked video had been remixed into countless fan edits, slow-motion loops that highlighted the whip-sharp angles of Suga's turns, grainy zooms on the barely visible smile when he paused between beats. Each replay seemed to reveal something new, as though the dance itself held layers of coded messages waiting to be unlocked. Outside the Big Hit headquarters, a small but dedicated crowd gathered, clutching banners and LED signs that pulsed in rhythm with their excitement. Some had flown in from Tokyo, Los Angeles, and Bangkok after spotting cheap last-minute flights, driven by the hope of catching even a distant glimpse of the man whose silence had set the world buzzing. When a black van briefly pulled into the garage, a wave of screams surged like a sudden storm, only to fade into uncertain laughter when it turned out to be a delivery truck. Still, the energy refused to die. It only thickened, humming like the city's subway rails. Inside fan cafes across the globe, sleepless conversations brewed stronger than espresso. A thread on a London-based forum dissected the choreography frame by frame, debating whether a particular foot slide hinted at traditional Korean dance forms or referenced an old BTS music video from their debut era. In Sao Paulo, a group of army dancers attempted to recreate the routine, broadcasting their efforts on a livestream that attracted tens of thousands of viewers within minutes. "It's like he's challenging us," one participant said breathlessly between spins. "He's telling us to feel the music, not just watch it." Professional dancers joined the frenzy with think piece essays and impromptu YouTube breakdowns. One respected hip-hop instructor described the performance as controlled chaos, marveling at the way Suga balanced explosive energy with moments of delicate restraint. "It's the kind of movement," she explained, "that can only come from someone who understands rhythm on a cellular level." Even music journalists, typically immune to hype, couldn't resist. Online magazines released speculative columns with headlines like "Is Suga building a new era in silence?" And the night a rapper became a dancer of legend. Yet despite the deluge of articles, no official word came from Suga or Big Hit. The quiet from their side grew louder than any statement, as if they were deliberately letting the tension swell, and so the questions multiply like echoes in a cavern. Is this secret dance a seed for an upcoming solo album, a hidden rehearsal for BTS's next monumental comeback, or simply an artist surrendering to the moment? Now it's your turn to keep the conversation alive. What's your boldest theory? Did you catch a hidden clue everyone else missed? Scroll down, drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if your heart's still racing, and subscribe so you'll be the first to know when the next piece of this mystery breaks. The night Suga danced alone may be over, but the world is still holding its breath for the encore.